is that we can just hit play on that and we can take 10 minutes and walk around the room, and if anyone's having an issue of any sort, an instrument not working, and a question on a fundraising, it's really nice to have some time just to work with the kids right now. So before we go on to our next song, just a reminder that we do have some summer music opportunities to offer through community education. We have jazz band, marching band, movie band, garage band, country band, music tech, and beginning guitar that meet once a week in June and July. You can get information on that at community ed. This next piece is by a composer named Haley Woodrow. Haley Woodrow is from Texas, and she was actually one of our guests this past month, and she had a clinic with many of these students talking about composing. And she had some wonderful things to say about being a musician and how you make a career out of that. And also for kids who like writing music, what do you do? How do you get started with that kind of thing? So she wrote some music specifically for some of the Twin Cities schools. It's called a consortium. And we were one of the schools in that consortium. So we were the only schools in the country that had access to these songs this year. So each grade's doing a Haley Woodrow song tonight, and the sixth graders are doing this wonderful piece called Blue Mist, a perfect song for this kind of gray, misty day. So we hope you enjoy it. So one thing I want to mention too, you are seeing about 5 different bands down here combined for the first time. A lot of these students are standing by somebody they've never met before. Some of these students are Online Learning Academy students that I've met one time when I came caroling. So this is an adventure tonight, and we are so glad that you all undertook this with us, and we're so proud of them for doing this tonight. So a couple things I want to say about next year. Of course, none of us know what next year has in store, but we're so excited that these kids have persevered through this year, and they've gotten to this point. And I keep telling them, we've experienced some rewards this year of unique kinds, but there's so many more coming, and we're so excited for next year, hoping that they'll get to do more concerts, more classic band time with their friends, bigger bands, and definitely, hopefully, some trips and festivals. So those are all things that are down the road that we're hoping to. In a more immediate time frame, coming up on Monday, May 24th, some of these kids are going to be performing down at Fireman's Park in Chaska, and a pop ensemble, wind ensembles, which are little small groups of students, and also our garage bands and country bands. So we're really excited about that. And then I'm coming up on Sunday, June 6th is our annual band mattress sale fundraiser. And I told the kids, you're all going to get some mattresses, take them down the neighborhood, to go door to door with them, say you want to buy these 3 mattresses, I'm pulling down the street. And they're like, really, Mr. Songer? I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. We're actually going to turn our gym into a mattress store on Sunday, June 6th. So if you are in need of a mattress of any style, brand, size, we would love for you to come check it out. It's a big fundraiser for us that we do every year. So that on your way out there are some yard signs. Feel free to grab one of those, and you can put them in your front yard too to advertise it to other people. Our next piece is a piece by a really top name band composer named Michael Sweeney, and he has written a series of pieces called Celtic Air and Dance. And it's a two-part song. It starts with a slower air type piece and then finishes with an upbeat dance. This is our hardest piece of the night, and we're hoping all these kids can hold together and make it happen for you. So here's Celtic Air and Dance by Michael Sweeney. All right. Well, we have one more song left. Just a couple thank yous. I just want to thank you, first of all, our administration, our new principal, Nate Gibbs, is here tonight, and Nate has been a real pleasure to work with. He's a super, super guy, great principal. I want to thank our admin. I also want to thank our fellow staff and teachers and custodial crew for helping us set up today. They say West is best, and I am a firm believer in that. I've had the pleasure of working at the best middle school for 24 years. Second of all, I just want to give a big thank you to Maggie Zidell. I don't know where Ms. Zidell is. She's helping somebody right now. But working with Ms. Zidell is a blast. And then finally, just a huge thank you to all of you, parents and family of these kids. Thank you for supporting with music. Music is obviously such an important thing to have in our lives, and the pandemic has made that even more so. The arts is something that we've turned to over and over again the last few months. And when the shows and concerts come back, we're going to be flocking to them left and right. So thank you for supporting your kids in this endeavor through a very difficult year. And like I said, hopefully next year is a great year. So can you give it up, family, one more time for these wonderful kids? And don't they look good, too? They look great. We're going to finish with a song by Carol Burton Chambers, and she calls this Noble Procession. And when we're done, kids, when we're done, just feel free to pack up down here. Make sure you got all your stuff. If you borrowed some clothespins, put them back in the box. Make sure you got all your stuff, and then you can head on back up, okay? Awesome. Thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Have a great summer. Keep the faith. Keep shining your lights bright. We're going to get through this, everybody. Thank you. See, people wonder when I say I have the best job in the world. They're like, are you kidding me? I have the best job in the world. That's fun. We get to start every class like that. And what's super cool is that it's 10 minutes long. And we just go around and we put out fires. If somebody has an instrument not working, they don't know a fingering, they forgot their brain in their locker, whatever the case may be, we have something that we can just, everyone plays, and it's super cool. So We're gonna move on, and the next song, we're gonna play a song by Haley Woodrow. Before we do that, I just want to mention really quickly that there are a ton of summer opportunities available for the kids if they want to get involved. We have a jazz band, a marching band that's actually going to play at Valley Fair, and the Chan 4th of July Parade is on, so that's going to happen this summer. Woo! Garage band and country band, music technology, beginning guitar, we have a movie band, a lot of cool performances. So if you're interested, check out the Community Ed website, and we'll do some summer music in person. It should be really cool. This next song is by a composer from Texas. Her name is Haley Woodrow. Haley did a bunch of music for a few schools up here in the Twin Cities area. We call that a consortium, where some schools pay her to write music, and then we are the only ones that get to perform her music for a year. And then they put our name on the pieces, and it's like premiered by Chaska Middle School West when it's released next fall. And not only that, but we got to do a Google Meet with Haley just a couple weeks ago, and the kids got to meet her and hear what it's like to be a composer, how to write music. It was a super cool Google Meet that we got to do. So every band tonight is doing a Haley Woodrow song, and the song that we're doing with the 7th graders is based on, she has this adorable 1-year-old daughter, and she wrote a song for her daughter called Shoeless Baby. So we're going to perform that for you tonight. So one thing I've been telling these kids, so we haven't done a concert since December 2019. And if you had told me our next concert would be out here in the soccer stadium 18 months later, I'd been like, you gotta be kidding me. So these students, first of all, they have persevered through some incredibly tough years. I mean, middle school is tough without a pandemic. And band should be something that has a lot of rewards, a lot of cool memories and excitement. And even though we've tried our best this year, I mean, it's not been the same. And I can't guarantee anything for next year, but I'm so looking forward to next year with these kids, because this is an amazing class. I love the 7th graders this year. And we are gonna have so much fun next year. And hopefully we can have some normal experiences, bigger bands with more friends in their band, some more concerts, some trips, some festivals. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for next year. But get ready, there's a lot of fun things ahead. Also, just on a more immediate basis, some of these kids are involved in a concert next Monday at Fireman's Park. The Wind Ensembles, the Pop Ensembles, a couple of our garage bands, and the country band will all perform next Monday at Fireman's Park. Some of these kids are also involved in our district honor band. That concert will be right here on Monday, June 7th. And then our annual band department mattress sale is Sunday, June 6th. That's where all the kids take a bunch of mattresses down your street, door to door, trying to sell mattresses. Yeah, they didn't think that was funny either. But no, we turn our gym into a big mattress store. So if you are in need of mattresses in your home, come check out our mattress sale. Part of the proceeds will go to our band. This next song is by a gentleman by the name, or no, this is by Carol Britton Chambers. Sorry, I wanted to skip the last song. Carol Britton Chambers wrote this beautiful piece called Softly Speaks the Night. And this is going to be probably the most challenging piece we do tonight because it's beautiful, it's soft, and it's pretty. Seventh graders love beautiful, soft, and pretty. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you.
All right. Well, we're going to do this last song and get you out of here before it starts raining more. Quick thank you to our administration, teachers, and staff that we get to work with every day. They say West is best, and I've had the fortune of working here for 24 years in a great building. I want to thank everyone I get to work with every day. Dave Gibbs, our incredible principal who's here tonight, helping with sound up on top. Thank you so much, Mr. Gibbs, for everything this year. And a huge thank you to Maggie Zidell, who's just an awesome colleague. There she is. And parents and family, thank you for all your support in a really tough year. We really appreciate all of you. And then just these kids who are amazing. Give it up one more time for them. We're so thankful that they make music part of their life every day, and we're having so much fun. So we're going to finish now with a song by Michael Sweeney. Last year we did this song by Michael Sweeney called Celtic Air and Dance, and it was so much fun. He wrote a song called Celtic Air and Dance 2. So this is like Star Wars. He's doing a sequel of Van Heusen's. So here we go with Celtic Air and Dance 2. It's our final middle school band concert, and we all thought we'd be here at the beginning of 6th grade, right? I tell you. And of course it has to be misting out on top of everything. So if there's anything that this just proves is that we just continue to persevere over and over again in our lives. And I'm just so proud of our school. I'm so proud of our district. And most of all, I'm really proud of these students that we've gotten to work with for the last 3 years. They're a super bunch of kids, and we're going to do a concert for you tonight. So, yeah, let's do it. So I wrote down a couple things here. I just wanted to give you a list of things that have happened this year in the band program. So first of all, we started the year by doing every rehearsal outside, where we moved everything out every day and moved it back inside. That's how we spent our first 2 months. Then distance learning happened, Then hybrid happened again. I don't know how many times we were in hybrid, but it was many times. And then we had Online Learning Academy students, who some are here for the first time since I've seen them since I saw them in December. So super cool to have all these students here tonight. Yes, thank you all our families for doing this possible. We've had bands this year where we've had 6th graders and 8th grade bands, and 8th graders and 6th grade bands, and sometimes 3 grades all in the same band, and we just make it work. We have bell covers. We have masks with slits in them, which has resulted in a lot of scissors going through skin and fingers, mainly me. We have had instruments having to go home every day, which is not the favorite thing for 8th graders to do, but they've made it work. We've had kids who've had to face the wall when they play in band because every chair has to face the same direction. So they're like, from here to my hand from the wall. And sometimes they're from here to my hand from the speaker, blaring the music. We had caroling. That was like the highlight of the year, coming to all your homes caroling. It was so much fun. I only went to about 5 wrong addresses, and only one guy slammed the door in my face and literally said, "Get off my lawn." I played Jingle Bells for him anyway, and I was hoping the police wouldn't get there before I finished. Or worse. We had a virtual band concert, which is a first, and hopefully a last. That was way too much work, but it was fun. The virtual talent show. We've had guest artist series, guests from all across the country, including a special clinic from my pop icon from the 80s, Debbie Gibson. Oh, that was so great. We had marching band, holiday band, jazz band, garage band, country band, hip hop, virtual guitar class, pop ensemble, wind ensembles. We made Christmas songs for our citizens in nursing homes at the holiday time. We had staff performances and parodies. We had band lunches where the kids came up and ate donuts in the band room, and good for you food too. And then we had bonus lessons where kids learned bass guitar, drum set, songwriting, improvisation, 80s music history, and so much more. We had honor groups like State Honor Band, State Honor Jazz Band, District Honor Band. We told lots of stories, ate lots of chocolate, had Red Pants Thursday, lots of friends, kindness, perseverance, teamwork, empathy, grace. And here we are tonight, coming full circle where we started, performing outside, a concert for all of you. What a year. Thank you so much for persevering with us. Well, before we do our next combined band piece, we're going to feature our flute section. You'll notice our flute section has 4 flute players, and they are 4 outstanding musicians. And so about, 6 weeks ago, I said, it'd be really cool if we just did a quick flute quartet piece. It'd be a good transition so the percussion could move to their next song. So they're going to play a quick little piece for you right now. This is Antonia, Lindsay, Layla, and Anna. So this next song that the whole band's going to play is by a composer named Haley Woodrow, who lives out in Texas. And Haley did what's called a consortium, where a few of the schools here in the Twin Cities area hired her to write a piece for our schools. And she actually wrote about 15 songs for us to choose from, which was super cool. And so how a consortium works is we all get to premiere her songs this year. We're the only schools that get to use them. And then next year they're released to schools across the country, and on it it will say premiered by Chaska Middle School West. So each of our grade bands did a song by Haley Woodrow this year. We also had a really cool honor to get to meet her through a Google Meet a couple of weeks ago that a lot of these kids attended, and she talked about composition and inspiration and how to be a songwriter and some really cool things. So it's really cool to meet the composer of a song you're playing in band. So this is Haley Woodrow's song called Fanfare and Song. All right. I was going to mention too before that last song, if any of you are interested in summer music classes, 8th graders are still eligible to take our middle school music classes in the summer. So feel free to visit Community Ed. We're doing jazz band, marching band, movie band, guitar, music tech, country band, garage band this summer. So we'd love to have them involved in the summer. We're going to do a couple of really new things here where we are going to acknowledge a couple of really important people in my 24 years here teaching in the music program. And we have started 2 new awards this year to honor 2 very special people. And these awards are going to go to 2 of our 8th graders here tonight. The first award is in honor of a very special person near and dear to my heart, Gina Ford. Gina Ford and I taught band here together from 1998 until just a couple years ago when Gina Ford passed away from cancer. Not only did she direct the bands, she was also our orchestra director and very involved as our jazz director too. Gina Ford stood for everything that was great about being a human being. She was so kind, she was so patient with kids. She always fought for what was best. And as a music teacher, she highly valued music and instilled her love of music in all of her students. She was a joy to work with. We would eat donuts every morning. And she would try to get me to go out and run with her, and I'm not a runner, but she always was like, Song, you need to start running, keep yourself in shape. And she actually was the one who encouraged me to take walks, and now I take long walks every day, and I attribute that to Gina Ford. Gina, her family is here tonight. I want to acknowledge them very quickly. Her husband, Mark Ford, and her kids, Nora and Maxwell, are here tonight. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. And the award that we're going to hand out, this is Angel, thank you. Okay. The award for the Gina Ford Excellence in Music Award every year is going to go to a student, an 8th grader, who first of all is in band, also in orchestra, and also participates in jazz band, which was Mrs. Ford's 3 activities she was involved in directing here. It's also somebody who has those same characteristics of kindness, patience, a love for music, somebody who's going to continue pursuing band in high school. And so this year's our first recipient of many years. There'll be a plaque going up in our wall in the band room, and also a plaque given to this student every year. The 2021 recipient of the Gina Ford Excellence in Music Award goes to Josh Werninger. Come on down, Josh. Our second award, I want to welcome the family of Jenna Paschke. Jenna was a student of mine for 3 years, and she was a clarinet player, and not only a really good clarinet player, but one of the kindest students I've ever met in my life. The kind of kid that every day she'd walk into my class and say, "Good morning, how are you, Mr. Songer?" And every day she'd leave my class and say, "Thank you for teaching me today, Mr. Songer." Not a lot of students do that, and she was one of the few. And she treated everybody with that level of kindness and respect and love. And she had a list that she lived by. It was be kind, work hard, give compliments. And that was Jenna Paschke, every day, every moment. I'm going to pass the mic over to Jenna's mom, Holly, who has a few words to say today before we announce this award winner for this Jenna Paschke Excellence in Music Award.
Thank you, Mr. Songer. First of all, I just wanted to say what a great job all you kids did. You sound great. Kudos to you. As Mr. Songer said, I'm Holly Paschke, Jenna's mom. It's wonderful to see you all here tonight, and I'm grateful to have a few moments to talk about the first annual Jenna Paschke Excellence in Music Award. I was quite overwhelmed when Mr. Songer approached me with this idea to create this award, but I saw it as an opportunity to not only recognize an outstanding band student who is an outstanding person, but also an opportunity to share Jenna's message, her legacy, and to remember her. As a mom who has lost a daughter, it is so very important to me that Jenna is never forgotten. So thank you, Mr. Songer, for creating this award. Our family is truly honored. The Jenna Paschke Excellence in Music Award is based on who my daughter Jenna was as a person and a to-do list that her sister Jessica found hanging in her closet. It's now known as Jenna's List, and it included 3 things: work hard, be nice, give compliments. We as a family had no idea that Jenna had this to-do list or that she was using it as a guide in her daily life. But standing here before you today, I can say that I'm so very proud of Jenna and how she chose to live. My hope is that all of these young musicians and all of you parents remember the 6 words that make up Jenna's list. I hope that you remember them and implement them into your daily lives, and that her legacy lives on through you. I hope that these 6 words have a big impact on you, and that you realize that you can make the world a better place by doing 3 really simple things: work hard, be nice, and give compliments. I am so proud to say that this award is being given to a student who has exemplified Jenna's list this year. With that, Mr. Songer, let's present the first annual Jenna Paschke Excellence in Music Award.
And so the 2021 award for the Jenna Paschke Excellence in Music Award goes to Sophie Engebretson. All right. Thank you, Holly, for being here tonight, and some of her family is here tonight too. So thank you so much, Paschke family, for coming out tonight and being part of this. We really appreciate you. All right, so we're going to move on. We have 2 more pieces for you tonight. Hey, the rain has stopped. Woo! All right. Yeah, the umbrellas are going down. Yeah. Some of you are like, it's too late for my Chromebook, Mr. Sauter. All right. So we're going to move on. This next piece is by one of my favorite composers of all time, Gustav Holst, and this is a song he wrote for concert band called The Marching Song. We hope you enjoy.
All right, well. Let me try a different mic.
It's possessed, it won't turn off.
Hello? Hello? Okay. Ah! Alright, well, this is like another.
I'll use my teacher voice. So, this is our last song. 3 years. It's been awesome. This is where I start getting a little sappy, but I want to thank our administration, Nate Gibbs, Mark Showquist, Anthony Sicoli. Wonderful leadership here in this school during a very hard year. Really appreciate all three of them. Appreciate the teachers, the staff at this school and in this district. We really are lucky to be in this school district, people, and we are lucky to be at this school. This is a wonderful school. I've been here for 24 years, and there's a reason why I don't leave. It's a great place to be. I want to thank the custodian staff for helping us get all this stuff out here tonight and for helping us bring it back. And that reminds me, 8th graders, if you could all take 2 music stands into the band room after this, that would be great. And if you got time, come back out and help us with the percussion. That would be awesome. Okay, percussion, if you could all take 1 or 2 percussion instruments, that would be great. I also just want to say thank you to Maggie Zeidel for being an awesome colleague. And parents, I know I've known some of you for so long. You have kids that are in college or beyond, and you've become personal friends of mine, and those relationships mean so much to me. Others of you I've just been getting to know. You are wonderful people, and thank you for sort of supporting your child in both music and everything that they do. Academics, athletics, just being great human beings. This group of kids are amazing. I'm going to miss them so much next year. It's meant so much to work with them the last 3 years. Can you give them a nice round of applause? All right, so we are going to close with a great piece by Michael Sweeney called Monmouth Overture. You might see Sophie running around. Are you going to run and play the chimes, Sophie? Yeah, so if you see Sophie running up there to play the chimes, that's what's happening. So we couldn't get those 6 down the hill. You should have seen us taking percussion down that hill earlier today. Woo! You should see us take them back up the hill in about 10 minutes in wet grass. All right, here we go. Let's make our last one a good one, 8th grade. Let's go. All right. Here we go. One, two, three, much, everyone. Have a great night and a great summer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Saunders.